So thank you, Jordan. Okay.
But before you start, I have a question.
Yes.
Why are the Metroids wearing armor?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's what we're getting to.
So,
Oh, okay.
oh,
just a
I
brief,
see what you did there.
the brief,
I see what you
as
did
we were
there.
trying to do for 7 episodes now, the brief history of Metroid is that in the original Metroid, of course, how do I get through this? You go through and defeat Mother Brain, and Mother Brain has, she's using these Metroids, the enemies, the title's name, the franchise is named after, to try and kill you. So when you beat the Metroids there, you beat Mother Brain. All is well until it's like,
dun, dun, dun.
Oh, by the way, we found the Metroid's homeworld, SR388,
which is where we are now.
Mm-hmm. I guess I can't. Jordan, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't go that way right now, right?
Yeah, you have to come from the other side. I think
Okay,
you come from down
Awesome,
here
thank
or
you.
around. Yeah.
So Samus goes to SR388, and as you saw in the brief cutscene they added here, that wasn't, of course, in the Game Boy game, but it's explained in the instruction booklet that you go here on your own to eradicate the Metroid threat. It becomes apparent that once you get here and you see the first Metroid sort of shell, it's like, like the Metroids that we were fighting are just like their initial form. It's not their final form. So
they have multiple forms.
Yep.
They basically, what is it, molt?
They molt.
Is that the
word? They
so the Metroid is actually just their outer shell, and they
That's the gooey, soft, little squishy bottom.
Yeah, and then they molt into different. And so right now I think we're just fighting betas.
Yes,
or
we're fighting
alphas
the betas.
or something.
Yeah, they have the beta gammas.
Yeah, and so there's different. They grow up, and so we're killing them right after they hatch.
Yeah,
because we're addicted to Metroids, I guess.
Right. I have a lot of questions actually about Metroids in general. We'll get there as we continue.
Yeah, absolutely. So after you eradicate the threat here,
nice.
You all right.
Wait, are we giving away the ending in this one?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna play it.
Well, no. Let's at least explain a little bit more about.
I'm sorry.
So the Metroids are these gooey membrane things.
Yes. Sorry.
And they suck the life out of anything they latch onto. That's how they get their power.
Okay.
And then what this game teaches us, which was amazing, because this isn't covered at all previously. What this game tells us is they actually have, as we were just saying, other forms.
Yeah.
And they grow bigger and bigger, and we'll see as we play. Right now we're just fighting the baby ones, but they get much bigger.
So the ones we're seeing now are still young.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're right after they hatch out of their little molting thing.
Yeah.
Now correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong with this. I believe, like many things in this game, it's never mentioned or touched upon ever again.
That is correct. We never hear about the Metroid forms ever again.
Which
after
is
this.
So disappointing.
Which is a shame. Well, actually,
so
you know
good.
what? Nope, that's not true. That's actually not true at all.
Yeah,
they do touch upon it one more time, and that is in Metroid Fusion. At the very end of Metroid Fusion, you actually come up against the Omega Metroid form,
that's
which is
true.
the one just before the Queen Metroid in this game. So they did actually touch upon it, which was kind of cool. Where am I going here?
But it was so interesting that Super Metroid got rid of the spring ball, the spider ball, and the whole idea of the different Metroid types.
Yeah. Well,
then again, the story is so fucking good.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I don't know necessarily if that's true. Because remember the Metroid, the Metroid hatchling. Okay.
Are we gonna spoil it?
Everybody who hasn't played Super Metroid, it's in the very beginning of the Super Metroid cutscene. It explains what happens after the events here, and it shows that this baby Metroid hatches, and it. I guess I can go back that way, right? Or I should go down.
Just go into a ball.
Yeah.
And it'll shoot you up. It's a cool little mechanic.
Really?
Yeah. Go into a ball right there and just stay there for a second. Mm-hmm. It should. There you go.
Oh, neat. Okay. That's
Whee!
cool. Oh, neat. Okay.
Whoosh.
So yeah, the whole thing. Oh, I guess can I get up there? Maybe. So
other side.
Well, I guess not. You come across after at the end of this game a Metroid hatchling. So it's a very tiny baby Metroid.
It's so cute.
As it explains in Super Metroid, it mistakes Samus as its mother, so it doesn't harm you. And the whole thing about Super Metroid is that the space pirates from the first game, from Metroid 1, kidnap the baby Metroid. And so you have to go back and get it, because it's we don't want them to what are they going to do with this poor baby Metroid? They're going to try to destroy the galaxy. Blah blah blah. I think that's why that's why it does not have a form, is because it's still a baby.
It's just a little goobery thing.
Yeah, it's super tiny. So
it's still in membrane form.
Yeah, I won't spoil what happens with it, but in case for those of you who haven't played it, it's one of the best stories in the Metroid franchise
or gaming history.
Yeah, it's very, very good. So that's why this whole that Metroid actually kind of harkens to a bit of it harkens to the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
And I think
Harkens. That's a good word.
thank you. And I think the
Harkens.
is that a word? Did I make up a word?
No, you didn't make it up. I don't know if it's the context for it,
Yeah.
but it's a correct word. Like hard.
Ooh, spin jump, I guess.
Spin jump.
Or
Spin jump.
I'm sorry.
You son of a bitch.
Not spin jump.
God damn it, Rob. You can shine spark in this. But,
You can?
Ooh,
That's
shit!
cool.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had shine spark. Wow.
Damn it! Tell me more about the spin jump, Rob.
Space jump, I mean, and the screw attack.
there
Space
we
jump,
go.
which becomes screw attack.
Yes. Look at this little guy.
Space
So,
jump.
yeah, and that's
Is that with the space bar?
And now that's the
Yes.
and that's the interesting thing about this game is that if you don't read the instruction booklet, for example, you don't know that their Metroids are in different forms, that they have these different forms. So it's actually kind of a surprise. But on the flip side, the one thing that they actually
You're doing really well, by the way.
Thank you. One thing that they
I like
did
this.
take out, I appreciate that, is that in the original Metroid 2, when you came across the larva, you would see the Metroid and then it would erupt from it. Like it was just hatching. So like you kind of were like, oh, okay. But yeah, they did bring back the...
So that's like a little cocoony
Yeah,
thing they come out
yes.
of?
Yeah.
That's the
We're
the original...
going to quickly learn how little I know about Metroid.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's the, if you notice, that's actually just the original Metroid form.
Rob is pointing at the TV with his big finger.
Okay.
Sorry.
Or
So they hatch from it, like Jordan said. They
finger, not his big finger.
They shed.
yeah, I want to clarify that.
Not the finger.
Not the finger.
Little finger.
Yeah, and then so Metroid Fusion was very interesting. Metroid Fusion takes place at the very end of Samus's adventures, I guess you could say. At least
Shit, I get scared every time.
A little bit of pee comes out
Like
every time
when I was
hear
a
that
kid,
noise.
there's on the Game Boy one. It's super scary
It is
sounding.
very
it's
scary.
like da, 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 da.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Just ran away.
Come back here and
The
die.
AI is actually much smarter in this,
Show me your delicate underside.
except for
I don't always fight Metroids.
But when I do.
I gotta tell you, if evolution says anything, a flying creature shouldn't have a soft underside.
well, remember it's not fully evolved yet.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
it's
Is
just
that
a little baby. It's just a
But it's gotta protect
baby.
itself so it can live longer.
Well, that's the thing. It does. The future, the more evolved versions get
Which we'll
much
get to.
harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, but I'm talking about this version.
No,
yeah. Well, they're
no.
still growing up.
Steve, no, unacceptable.
But that's what I was talking about.
Why didn't you fill out the map? Fill out the map. Fill up the map.
is there something there?
I don't know. How will you know? How will you know?
Did you know? There's nothing there.
Yeah, there never is.
There never is.
never
Not in the boss
There
rooms.
never is, and
yeah.
you're a dick.
So,
There never is.
well, yeah. In
Very good.
Metroid. Did you play Metroid Fusion, Steve?
That was
That was the first Game Boy Advance game they made, the sequel to Super Metroid.
yes, yeah, with the fusion, with the suit change,
Yes.
like it was blue and shit.
Yeah.
Am I thinking the right one?
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't.
It was kind of a weird looking Samus.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't
A little more
love.
delicate.
Yep, I didn't love
Well,
the suit change.
hence the
but
title. She fused with
the
Metroid.
Metroid.
Right, yeah. I like that one.
You see
actually.
see what they did there?
Yeah, I use a word to describe like something that happened in the game.
Oh, now look at this.
ooh.
That was
Now,
a little
as you can
Danglies.
see-
a little
starting
danglies.
to evolve a bit.
Shoot him in the danglies, Rob.
Yep, I'm
Shoot him
getting
in the hang low.
boy.
It looks like a Bartlett pear.
It does kind of.
a little bit.
Have you ever been attacked by a Bartlett pear? Let's not get into it, all right?
I like how they fly away and they cry. That's very interesting. So, in Metroid Fusion,
You may want to watch your health a little bit because you are taking a ton
It's
of
just
damage.
become a timer.
I'm actually standing in the. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. They could make
There
it a
you
little
go.
more
It's your-
obvious.
your
but that's-
soft
You're
enraged
taking
timer.
fucking damage the whole time.
it's a little less obvious than in Super Metroid, where it's like, ooh,
You're talking too much.
I'm sorry.
That's why. Thank you.
On your video game talk show.
So two
Thank
more,
you, Steve.
two more of these,
Shit.
and you are all set to go to the
Yeah,
next
next
layer.
area.
We're gonna have another cheese
I
quake.
don't know if there's anything up here.
Cheesequake? what the fuck?
Oh, it's like a restaurant or some shit,
there's
isn't it?
nothing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in Metroid Fusion.
Oh, is that a warp pipe?
Oh!
Yuki.
Oh, that one's got a red gooey.
Oh!
No.
So-
God, the
Speaking-
animations in this game are so
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Speaking
Tesla coil.
speaking of evolution. Oh, evolution.
Winston.
Shit, you gotta kill two at once in one health thing.
Kill two at what? Where's the second?
No, sorry, meaning like we just came from one and you haven't
Oh,
had a
back to
chance
back.
to like... Yeah,
back to
thank you,
back and belly to
back.
belly.
Ass to ass?
Yeah, what?
Ass to
What?
ass.
What is the Winston? We did that in like our Sega CD.
Oh, so the
Winston.
So I was thinking Winston from Overwatch because electricity, but I was saying Winston
Oh.
like fuck.
No, and you didn't say! You forgot to
no.
say!
Wait, I thought her clothes blew
Next
up.
time, we're gonna...
On super fast processing.
Fuck me,
We're
Rob!
gonna come back,
Oh.
and we're gonna get back to where we were.